Hello everybody, what is going on, and welcome back to our My Player Career Mode. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you're all doing fantastic. We're back today once again with 5 matches for you, including our first leg of the Champions League quarterfinals against Real Madrid away at the Santiago Bernabeu to follow. So before that, 2 post-con matches of highlights to show you. I say highlights, and I say that lightly because our first is up against Union Berlin, and there was just the one single goal in the match right here after 63 minutes. We got ourselves on the score sheet to put us in front in a game where we were expected to win it, and we didn't really even get out of second gear, basically. It wasn't the performance to kind of enjoy, and actually we did have Vlaco Dimos to thank for actually picking up the win. Somerville's ball through here, and Kolasin gets in, but Vlaco Dimos very quickly off his line to deny Union Berlin an equalising goal. But it's still the 3 points anyway, which we will happily take. And then we had some action with England. First of all, Portugal, which I wasn't selected for, a 2-1 victory after the sim. Bruno Fernandes on the score sheet for Portugal, but we were able to still get the win from that one. And then we took on Greece, and there's a familiar face in goal for them. It's right, it's Vlaco Dimos. So, yeah, we just saw him be a bit of a hero against Union Berlin. Can he be a hero for Greece in this match? And there's one thing that I really want to show you from this, and I'll talk about it when it does pop up. But it was Greece who started off the better of the two sides, and Henderson was called early on into action to make the save there. But after 18 minutes, we were just sort of buying our time, trying to remain composed and calm. We sent a cross into the middle. Harry Kane, who's still starting at right wing, yet again, Phil Foden leading the line, pops up inside the box to head England 1-0 in front. So maybe that occasion, being right wing, kind of helped him out there, because if he'd have been starting up front, he probably wouldn't have been waiting in the box. But to their credit, Greece, they were looking to hit back, and 30 or 25 minutes left, I should say. Ben Chilwell was penalised for a handball inside the penalty area. He complains to the referee, but initially when we saw that ball go over the top, I actually sat there and thought, is that handball against Chilwell? And you can see his hand is raised. I don't know what he's thinking. So yeah, it gave them a chance from the penalty spot to equalise things up. And between Henderson and the post, the ball stayed out. But the moment I wanted to show you was this right here. Have a look at this pass. That is a sensational through ball. And part of me, as much as it was against us, wanted to see that result in a goal just for the assist itself. What a ball it was. And yeah, that should be talked about many, many times in the next few weeks. You know, if this was real life, that would be on highlight reels. But we did make sure to pick up the 3 points, myself and Tammy Abraham combining to give England their second and the win. And just before full time, Marcus Rashford had a chance after coming off the bench. You can see here we managed to get him through, takes the touch forward. Vlaco Dimos closes down the angle and is able to make the save. And from the resulting corners, the first one doesn't really result to anything, but then Tammy Abraham very close to getting himself on the score sheet with the next one. And unfortunately, though, didn't quite manage it, and it finished England 2, Greece 0. And it's time then for the live matches of today. So sit back, relax, and hopefully enjoy. Talk about a difficult month. We've got Schalke in the Riviera Derby, followed by Real Madrid in the quarterfinals first leg, and then to end today, Bayern away. But then still, next episode, Real, Bayern, Mönchengladbach and Leipzig all still to play. Speaking of Schalke, they've fallen down a little bit in the table. They find themselves 5th at the moment on 53 points. So not quite as close as they once were to us. But with only 7 Bundesliga matches to go, we might have the title wrapped up as early as next episode if results go our way. So let's see what this Riviera Derby will bring. I'm pretty certain I changed my squad number to our usual number 10. We are at home for this as well. And I do know that Schalke have a pretty decent side, but it's a side that with a 4-1-2-1-2 means their fullbacks really have to get involved in the attack to give them width, unless their strikers are willing to run out wide. And for Dortmund, you've seen our side many times before, and we have gone with Jovic and Eriksen on the wide areas. I forgot to mention, competitor mode is switched on for this match here against Schalke, and it will remain on for the fixture against Real, but switched back off when we take on Bayern later. So that's the plan in terms of the competitor mode. Bayern sort of mid-table makes sense, you know, in the position they're in, the form they're in, to not have it activated. That is a good looking ball over the top here, which Jovic should be able to get to. And he had a lot more time than he maybe thought, because he sent it in first time, which wasn't the play, I don't think, Luca. I mean, it's good to see, though, the fact that we got in down the left-hand side rather easily as we take control here. Haaland can't quite sort out his feet quick enough, and Schalke won't want to give us too much time on the ball, especially with us having the home advantage. An early goal would really build momentum for us. Schalke with most of the possession so far in this first half, but it's Dortmund who carry forward, and Jovic can take over, but you can see we've still got a lot of work to do should we want to create a chance. Sancho with a good looking run through the middle. Here is Jadon Sancho. He plays it to Jovic, and Jovic still has possession, but there's no shot yet. There's the pass off to Eriksen, and Dortmund work it really well, and that is the opening goal of the Riviera derby. And when you saw the move initially pan out the way it did, and Jovic had the ball over on the left, there was a little slight thought that maybe the chance had gone and it was wasted, but we work it still, and Eriksen with such a calm finish into that bottom left corner. No chance for Alban Lafont. And Schalke, who've had most of the possession in this first half, are behind and really have not done much with the possession they've had. Schalke yet to register a shot on goal. Ollie Watkins down under the challenge and will get himself and his team a free kick in a rather dangerous area. Kangin Lee is the man stood over this, 26 yards from goal. Looks to cross instead of going for goal, and it was a good delivery. And Ivan Jusic heads narrowly wide. It's a warning sign for Dortmund, who've had not a lot of them really. But as you can see, Vlaco Dimos does not have that covered, and if it's on target from Ivan Jusic, it is 1-1. Here is Watkins again. He's really looking like the danger man for Schalke. That's a really nice ball over the top, and Vlaco Dimos, he's able to save it his near post, but it's all Schalke at the minute. And they had a side with the momentum as a change for Dortmund. And it's Weston McKennie who's going off for Emre Can. And I'm not sure that's the right call, because Weston McKennie is somewhat of a mainstay now in this Dortmund side, being really good again today. And I know that it's myself, Sancho, Haaland who get the plaudits, but he is so instrumental to this Dortmund side, sitting at the base of the midfield and kind of just pulling the strings from deeper, if you will, as we've got a chance here to get Sancho on the attack. A quick 1-2, sends it back towards us. Now Haaland taking over. And a second goal here for Dortmund would not be too bad at all. Emre Can, I'm not sure why he took the touch backward before striking. And it was my fault, because I told him to have a go at goal. But really, I should have just let him do his own thing. Watkins again with the ball over the top. This one looks a little bit overhit, is it? Yeah, just not quite accurate enough. But it's a bit nervy here for Dortmund, who don't have the points guaranteed at all yet. Great run here from Haaland, and we send the ball through. He's in a bit of space, but he's forced back to Jovic. Jovic can play it on the inside. Schalke with men behind the ball again. Can, Palacios, Haaland. Lovely hold-up play. Eriksen! 2-0 Dortmund. Game, set, and match now. And it's Eriksen's double. But it's the work of Erling Haaland with the hold-up play inside the penalty area, who lays it off to find us our second goal and give us that much-needed breathing space. Arguably could have taken it on himself, Haaland, but just selflessly across. Nobody is marking Eriksen, who has acres of space, and Alban Lafont, again, can do nothing about it. Lovely play again from Schalke. Watkins, this time, will get a goal for his side, and he deserves that from the way he's played, Ollie Watkins. He's been Schalke's real star so far in this match. They've not had a lot of good play, but he's been at the heart of most things that have been good from Schalke. And Watkins has given them a lifeline, but I think with 5 minutes to play, this is 11th of the season, we should be already in for the 3 points here. We've got to make sure we just remain composed, calm and collected, and just not really give anything away cheaply. I'm not sure why we went backwards there with the pass, and then I asked for it from Klosterman, which we ended up losing. So that's not good from me. Let's just make sure we don't throw this away. Ollie Watkins, again, don't want to give him time and space. Ivan Jusic through to another man in the box in Boujalab, and he can play it back out, and this is dangerous as Pau Torres is able to intercept. Into added time we go, and as you see, Dortmund into Schalke's half, just knocking the ball around, wasting a bit of time. Haaland with an over-the-top pass, which should have played it on the floor, and Sancho would have been easily able to put that into the net, which that'll be the full-time result then. It ends up being just the single goal in it. Dortmund 2, Schalke 1, but we do triumph in the Riviera derby. And you got to say, it was a lot closer than we maybe expected it to be. Yeah, definitely didn't dominate that game, so scoreline is a fair reflection. It could have so easily gone either way. We are away first at the Santiago Bernabeu, up against Real, and you can see their team, it's stacked with talent. Their front three, Vinicius Jr., Jonathan David, and Rodrigo, certainly an area to keep your eyes on. I'm sure they'll create chances. Ødegaard and Pellegrini in behind them with Casemiro at the base of their midfield. Mendy, Lindelof, Umtiti, and Cancelo as the back four with Courtois in net. And for us, McKennie starting is huge. He will sit at that base and look to break up any Real attacks, whilst on the front foot, we're looking at Correa on the left this time, Llorente surprisingly on the right. I was thinking that Eriksen would just start, considering he scored twice in the Riviera derby, but Llorente given the nod. And as much as Real are struggling a little bit for form in the La Liga, you know, Barcelona are top, it's still going to be, I want to say, a tough match, you know. I didn't expect them to have such a good side, considering they are third at the moment in the Spanish league, but we'll see how the game goes. First corner of the match then, and we are over to take it. There's the cross into the middle. It leaves a lot to be desired as Pellegrini will win the header. Klostermann is able to send this back out towards us, though. Lifted into Haaland, and it's a save. It's a smart save at Courtois' near post. And inside 8 minutes, we were nearly off to the dream start. Just sort of lifted it back into that area, and Haaland wins it all day, every day. And Courtois, as I say, able to keep it out. It will be a second corner then, which we can send in. Better delivery this time. Courtois out to punch it. Sancho can head it for Klostermann. He's got an opportunity to send this back out to the left-hand side, but you can see there is so many Real Madrid players in that box to the 2 of Dortmund. Haaland's ball looking for the run there of Palacios is cleared away, but this is early pressure for Real to deal with. Sancho's pass towards us. I tried to just take the touch past Cancelo, who read exactly what we were going to do and was able to win it back. McKennie just lifts that over to us over on the left, and we have now the run of Correa, who's got 2, 3 to his right now. Joaquin Correa, can he pick out anybody in a Dortmund shirt? Well, it's a big chance wasted from Correa because he had to find any one of Palacios, myself, Sancho or Haaland. Instead, went for the shot of the near post and ended up just completely wasting it. We have looked like the better side, though, inside half an hour here. And that pass out to Palacios will get us on the attack. His delivery back into the middle. Mendy is there, the right place for Real Madrid. We've had a lot of defending to do in this first half and not too much attacking. Jonathan David will play it out to this right-hand side for Rodrigo. And he's also got past Hintega. Rodrigo into the penalty area. Challenge from Hintega. Referee plays advantage. I thought for sure it was a penalty. But Pellegrini is there. And Real take the lead completely against the run of play here at the Santiago Bernabeu. And when you look at that, it's a clumsy challenge from Hintega, who gets done no end over by Rodrigo. And we highlighted the front 3 of Real. Well, David and Rodrigo combine. And it was just the ability from Rodrigo to go past Hintega. What is that from Vlaco Dimos as well? Zidane's loving it, but by the way this game started, that's harsh on Dortmund. Really is. Here is David through to Casemiro. No offside flag. Oh my goodness, what a chance. What a chance for Casemiro. I wasn't expecting to see him pop up in the penalty area. Wow. Whiskers past the post. And in the space of 10 minutes, we could have so easily been 2-0 down. No offside flag to save us there. It was a lovely play again from Jonathan David, who's linking up this Real Madrid attack really well. And for Dortmund, we just look a little bit shook with that goal going in, because up until that point, we were fine. We were controlling the game. But yeah, not anymore. Here is Correa now down the left-hand side. 30 seconds till half-time. Joaquin Correa inside the penalty area. Can't pull it back past Umtiti. And as we head into half-time, I don't really know how I feel about that first half. Here is Palacios on the right-hand side. Ball into our feet. We've got Mendy to keep us company. Just going to look to turn back here and play the easy ball to Sancho. Haaland to his left. Here is Erling Haaland, and you can see we've just sort of occupied this little space here. There's the ball off to Llorente. Off the woodwork. Oh, what a strike, but it's come back off the frame of the goal. And the away goal so far for Dortmund still eluding us. And we definitely need one to take back to the Signal Iduna Park with us. Otherwise, it makes our job even harder being at home. Especially as you can't then allow Real to score. Oh my goodness me, Pau Torres has just put a tackle in. And the ball has somehow found its way through to Jonathan David, who's made it 2 to Real. I'm actually not sure how we've lost this 2-0. I mean, there's still time. But for pretty much most of the second half, they've sat behind the ball and defended. And look at this. When you locks in, you locks in. Like, Pau Torres slides in with a challenge. It's a great finish from David. You can take nothing away from him for the actual finish. It's just frustrating the way the ball actually bounces through for him kindly. Vlaco Dimos never going to reach that. Oh, no. 2-0 Real, and not only that, but no away goal to show for it. Why is Haaland coming off? Boss, what you doing? Jovic is on, but I mean, Correa's had a poor game on the left wing, so if you were going to bring on Jovic, you bring him on for Correa instead. And that's probably the change he should have made. Llorente's had our best moment where he hit the woodwork. But Dortmund, the holders of the Champions League then, look like they are going back to the Signal Iduna Park with a 2-0 deficit. Jovic trying to play that ball through. Bounces off Titi. Kindly for us this time. Llorente back over on the right-hand side. Here he is again. And now we have support through the middle. Lindelof will block the first pass. Jovic gets it back and he can't send it back quick enough. Got to be quicker on the pass. And to be fair, they've defended really well, Real. I can't take anything away from them for that. They have been really solid at the back, but it's just the chances we have had, really got to take them. Especially, you look to that first half when Correa was through and he chose instead to shoot at the near post rather than picking out somebody available in the box. Erdegaard, please don't make this 3. Weston McKennie will win it back, and there is full time. And what a story it is then, as we have the second leg in the next episode. And it has to go our way. More importantly, we just can't let them score, basically. We have to put that result against Real to the back of our minds as we face Bayern to end off today. Competitive mode is now switched back off. They are in 9th, I believe, heading into kickoff, and you can see their side. Interestingly enough, Richarlison, one of their big money signings, is not starting for them. So yeah, I'm not sure why that is, whether or not he's injured or anything like that. But they do have Ciro Immobile up front, who in 2025 must be in his 30s by now, comfortably. So I'm not sure why he's leading the line for them. And if Richarlison isn't injured, you'd be questioning the team selection. But you can see my fitness, a little bit worse for wear. Even so, 6 matches to go in the Bundesliga. I believe we're 7 clear. So yeah, it's not the end of the world should we lose this match. But obviously we don't want to. Well, we were joking when Bayern finished 3rd last season in the Bundesliga, but right now as they find themselves 9th place, I'm sure they take a 3rd place comfortably again this year, happily. Well, after 11 minutes, Emre Can, the skipper on the day for Dortmund, has put us ahead. And you've got to say, you look at Manuel Neuer here, and this little bit of goalkeeping is abysmal. It's atrocious. Look at this. Sancho into the path of Emre Can. It's really terrible. Oh, it's so bad from Manuel Neuer. And you can just about see how they're 9th place. I actually have no idea what he's doing, Manuel Neuer. I really don't. I'm not even sure there's any additional minutes of this first half here, as there it is then, half time, and just the one chance in it, and it's the goal that separates the two sides. And that is the end of our match here, as we have one eye on the second leg against Real Madrid. Sancho, myself, and Haaland all substituted here. So yeah, that's to try and keep fitness at an all-time high ahead of that one. But with 14 minutes to play, still only at 1-0, although we've not seen anything from Bayern to suggest they have a goal in them today. You never know. Then again, the only chance we've seen from Dortmund has been the goal as well. It's been such a quiet match here. And that sums up, I guess, Bayern's disappointing season again. Well, that's the change we were waiting for. Immobile off and Richarlison on. But the question mark is, why is he not starting? He's not even injured. I thought maybe if he's injured, that's why. But no, they just went with Immobile over Richarlison, which makes absolutely no sense. Yeah, it's just another one of the team selection, I guess, issues from EA. There should be no world where one of their biggest signings of the window is not starting over Ciro Immobile. Needless to say, though, it's looking like it's Dortmund's win here. Kingsley Coman has absolutely no support there, as he's ended up giving us back possession. Palacios can calm things down and play Luka Jovic. And any moment now, the referee will end off the match here, and it will be a Dortmund win to finish off the day. As boring as the game was, I'm going to stay with you, and we'll take a look at the match facts just to kind of show you how drab this game really was. But it's a win nonetheless. And I want to actually see as well, just to check how... Yeah, there you go. I mean, look at that. Look at those match facts. I'm going to check as we go today to see if Immobile has been playing over Richarlison more times than not this season. If you don't know how to do that, you go to the player stats and you'll be able to check their appearances and everything. Of course, we have got the team stats. We have got the Champions League coming up, but I just want to check this because there should be no world, as I say, where he's starting ahead of Richarlison. I mean, Immobile's played 14 matches this season. He's 82 rated, now 35 years of age. Richarlison's played 27. I mean, some of them will be substitute appearances, right? So you do have to take that into account. But strange decision there to start him, especially as Richarlison was fit. Nevertheless, a massive thank you for watching today's episode. If you have enjoyed it, a like would be greatly appreciated. Let's try for 250 likes again. Do not miss the start of the next episode, because that match right there is one that you need to be seeing. 2-0 behind after the first leg, with it all to do in the second. It's going to take an almighty comeback from Borussia Dortmund to get themselves through to the semi-finals. And it seems like we might well be heading out as we look to defend our crown, but we'll have to see how things go there. Let's have a look at the Bundesliga table then, with 5 matches to play. 10 points clear. Hertha Berlin, though, do have a game in hand, and that is against Augsburg, so you'd expect them to win that. And we'll see if we can wrap up the title next time out. Until then, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button down below to help me get one step closer to 100,000 subscribers. Stay safe, have a great day, have a great evening. Much love, people, and I'll catch you all again very, very soon. Adios.